Now this is another mask pattern, but this is for people that don't necessarily sew on a sewing machine. There is some hand sewing involved, which most people would know how to do. But this, I had showed a picture of this with the Quilts for Veterans personal care kit, and but I've been thinking about this for use in other ways. For anybody who doesn't sew, you can make an outer mask like this, and I'm going to show you how simple it is to do this. And believe it or not, this is pencil knitting, and these are Dixon Ticonderoga number 2 pencils, or number 1 pencils, 32 stitches cast on. These are just larger than an 8, size 8 needle, and just smaller than a 9. And I bet all of you have pencils. And so what you do is you cast on 32 stitches, you knit 2, purl 2, and you keep doing that until you get a mask or a piece of fabric that's 3.5 inches wide. So here are the 32 stitches and 3.5 inches wide. Then you take a size G crochet hook and you crochet a chain that is about 8 inches long, and I have it safety pinned, but you want to hand sew those on there. You can even use the tails of the crochet thread. Now, this mask is knit with 2 strands of fisherman wool. And fisherman is a good wool because it's a light DK weight, but when you over knit it at all, it shrinks down, it squishes down very nicely. And both the mask and the crochet ear flap things are both fisherman. So there's your mask. Then what you do is, and you can use a hankie, a regular white hankie. You can use a bandana, and what you would do is fold them in half, because you want at least 2 layers of cotton. And then you take some trusty snaps and attach the snaps to the 2 pieces of muslin. If you sew them right through the 2 pieces, so you put like the ball end of the snap here and the socket end of the snap on the mask, and you then have, and this isn't cut to size, but you then have removable liners. So it'll look like that, but you'll have 2 layers of cotton and then knitting. Now, I don't know, I would wear this. In fact, I think I'm going to make some for myself. Even in the summer, I would wear, it's just so soft. The sewing on of the snaps is done by hand. Everything is done by hand. All you need are 2 pencils to knit them. The erasers are the stitch holders so that your work doesn't go flying off your pencil. It's just something that anybody can do. You might have people that you know that would like to be knitting and helping and don't have anything to do. This is a way to keep them occupied. But again, this could be, I'm just recommending you use 2 layers of fabric, especially if it's a bandana or like a regular white hankie. Sew the snaps on there, and then all you have to do is make multiple liners for somebody. And they get the 1 outer mask and multiple liners. These pop off with the snaps, they go in the wash, you put a clean one on. They're really very pretty. You can use other yarns. These are light DK weight, but they kind of knit as worsted unless you're over knitting them. So you would use worsted weight if you're not going to use fisherman. And it may make it a little wider than this one is. This one is left to right about 6.5 inches. So if you use a heavier worsted weight, it'll be a little bit wider than that. It might be close to 7. So fisherman wool is the good wool to use, and they sell skeins. Excuse me. Their skeins, I think, are 8 ounces, so you could get quite a few masks out of one skein of fisherman. Just divide it in half and grab your Dixon Ticonderogas and knit.